author for the science chapter of the guidebook. And it's a great privilege for me to be here, as it has been a great privilege to work and collaborate with colleagues from this region. Between us, we have an extensive range of experience of working in different cultural contexts, and this has enriched the chapter, and it's also enriched our own experiences with each other. I think we need some context here when we're discussing science, because what became apparent was that science is very much different things to different people. To some people, science is the driving force for progress in human development and offers an optimistic future. To others, it's the machines and the screens and the tools and the processes which drive our everyday lives. Although unevenly distributed, the benefits of science are undeniable and evident in every walk of life. But equally, we must acknowledge that the misapplication, the misguided application of science theory and science-led technologies has had powerful impact on our environment, our populations, and our social structures. Consequently, science has by some been seen as part of the problem rather than the solution. Indeed, this is a fallacy, because it's the how science has been applied that is at fault here, not science itself. And perhaps it is recognition of this distinction that is the real heart of the role of science in sustainable development. Science education is much more than an accumulation of facts and procedural expertise. I would ask any of you that did science to think back to your first textbook. How relevant was the science in that to your personal experiences and those in your communities? Did it speak to you of issues that mattered to you? Or was it just a series of remote facts and functions? We propose that ESD is embedded early on in the learning process. And in this, textbook authors play a fundamental role. Textbook authors, rich in experience of their own subject, seem to actually have a lack of confidence in how to address this problem and how to embed them. And we developed a series of strategies which, underpinned by teaching models, but also 9 principles common to the SDGs. And I hope to be able to show you that by means of an example. I should say that we're operating at elementary level as well as advanced level. But what we have is that we have step 1, align ESD curriculum learning outcomes with curriculum specified outcomes. And this gives equal weight without detracting from the curriculum specified outcomes. This embedding gains in strength by reflecting the curriculum and not diluting the subject knowledge, but we're speaking about the SD issues through the vocabulary of science. To fulfill that, we then have to identify curriculum opportunities for embedding, and we propose a tool for that, which I'll show you in the next slide. And then after that, the next very important issue in step 3 is to engage the learners in personal research, to look for solutions as well as to learn the science. So an example from the textbook with organic chemistry and in the context of the global problem of plastics and plastic oceans might be the fact that on the right-hand side we see the curriculum understanding, which is that of understanding the structure of benzene. I know you'll all know that off by heart. And then on the other side of the coin, to use that knowledge to look for ways of improving renewability, improving recycling, and turning what is a waste product at the moment, or perceived to be a waste product, into a renewable resource. Where are they going to do that? If we have a look at the curriculum here, I know that it's probably not easily to read there, but we've got curriculum opportunities here, we've got the ESD questions here, and it's important to realize, not to demonize science, but to realize that there are bad aspects that we have here, but equally there are good aspects that have enhanced our human development and well-being immensely. Step 2. Step 3 then is to use that knowledge, to try and build in this case, weak structures that can be easily broken down for biodegradability, and indeed look at how we can turn what is a single-use product into a renewable resource. So, to summarize, we align learning outcomes, we explore the curriculum for opportunities so that we have a parallel approach to this learning, and then we promote the understanding of SD issues through the vocabulary and the means of the subject. It's important to realize that not all learners will want to become scientists, but all learners will become citizens, and that a basic level of scientific literacy can only enhance our future for sustainable development. So finally, we look for a textbook that is relevant to the learner's experience. We look for a textbook that is optimistic as it is realistic, and that it fulfills these aims through personal development of the subject knowledge in context. Thank you.